back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma. I am so glad that you're here. It is actually Tuesday today, and it's actually my lunchtime. Yesterday, we had a PD day. I was in training all day. I have 4 kids gone with fevers and sore throats. I personally am just not feeling it today. Like, I'm not feeling super sick, but I'm just not feeling myself. Like, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling kind of like body achy and just not good. So hopefully that goes away. It's just been a day. I only have 14 kids today. I think that's actually a blessing in disguise because I don't have the energy for like a full class, I don't think. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello. I will talk with you more about what we're doing this weekend today, probably at my plan time, because I really just want to eat my lunch, but I have not had a moment to say hello to you yet today. So happy Tuesday. Welcome back to a new vlog. It's Spider Week, so it should be a fun week. And I'll let you know what that all entails a little bit later.
Can spiders have and spiders are? We are going to fill out, we're not coloring, so your pencil should be down. We are going to fill out our paper with things that we learned. So find the first column for me. What's that word again, everybody? Can. Good. So it says spiders can. What are some things that either we just read about or you already knew that spiders can do? Be many colors. All right, so we know that spiders can eat prey. Spiders can be many colors. What else can spiders be or spiders do? They can make webs. I was hoping somebody was going to bring up their webs. That's a really big one, right? We read a lot about their webs.
Alrighty, it is my plan time. I'm not going to talk with you too much because I'm still in a mood. My plan is also almost over and I have so much to do, which I don't think is helping my mood. I'm not even gonna look at that email. Okay, basically, I don't even know why our day has been a mess. I told you earlier, I think I have 4 kids homesick. A 5th has left sick and a 6th has been complaining of feeling sick. Anyway, it is our spider week. So our theme of the week is spiders. I did this last year and my kids really enjoyed it. So to introduce it today, we talked all about spiders. I always start our theme weeks with a nonfiction text. And today I read a Scholastic or National Geographic Kids, I think. And we learned a lot about spiders. And then we filled out this little spiders can, spiders have, spiders are. I think I got a clip of that, but they did really well with this. So we filled it out as a class, and as I was reading, I really pulled it apart, pulled out, like I have every time, like why it was fiction or nonfiction, why we felt that way, what proof there was, what text features we saw that show it's nonfiction, and then I'd stop on each page and we really like talked about the facts and whatever. Our phonics topic of the week is R blends, so we've been doing a lot of practice with those like I did in my small group this morning. We read this little decodable from A to Z, highlighted all of the blends, did a little sort. They did their creation stations today, and then in math we ended up doing this make 10 game where they have a partner, they get out 10 math chips, everybody gets out 10 math chips, and I call it a mystery number. Basically they have their 10 chips and then they hide and they cover with their hand a certain mystery number of chips, and their partner has to figure out what the mystery number is. And the goal is obviously for them to connect without having to count on their fingers, which obviously some did, but most of them were able to just see 6 and know that 6's friend to 10 is 4. So if there's 6 chips out of his hand, then there has to be 4 under his hand because 6 and 4 are friends of 10. So that went really well. They really enjoyed it. I was a little worried it'd be chaotic, but I think doing it on a day that I did not have that many kids was probably the smart move, because it was very purposeful and they were down to business, which is great. Yeah, I need to get busy though because I have to pick my kids up already in 10 minutes. We have grades due tomorrow, and we had a work day yesterday to prep for conferences and get our grades in, except I had to go to a training all day, so I didn't get any of that done. So I'm working on all of that. I'm almost done with grades. This morning I got a lot of grades in, and I just realized at plan time that I put them all under the second quarter instead of the first quarter. So I had to delete each one individually and redo it. So it just perfectly describes how my day is gone. Hopefully tomorrow's better. Tuesdays are always really rough. This flannel is actually like, it doesn't feel like flannel, it feels just like a fuzzy jacket. It's from Walmart, you guys. And it's so cute. Shackets or whatever you call it are so cute and so trendy, but they're like very expensive everywhere you go. So this is my outfit of the day. Was not feeling it this morning, so it's very comfy. It's very cozy. I just have this little t-shirt on with my leggings and my Walmart shoes and my swollen ankles. I'm gonna be in a better mood tomorrow. I am. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday. I don't think I mentioned this, maybe I did. Yesterday was so rough that I literally printed sub plans for today just in case. I went home and just listened to my body and was in bed by 6 o'clock and just kind of relaxed and rested, and then I was asleep by 8, and that really helped, I think. Yeah, so today we're continuing Spider Week. We're doing more fiction today than nonfiction. I like to always start with nonfiction and then work our way into the fun fiction crafts and stuff, just so we kind of hit both. For writing, we're gonna read Diary of a Spider, which is a very cute book if you've never read it. And then there's this little writing page to go with it, which I might look and see if there's like an extended version of this, because what I wanted them to do was write like their whole day as a spider. So like first, then, and last. We've been really working on stretching our writing and doing 3 sentences and sequence words, and this just does not have the room for that now that I'm looking at it. I'm gonna see if I can find that product again, and maybe there's more writing lines. And then today in math, very simple. Just gonna have them write their numbers for conferences. I also did not mention this, but you are watching this 2 weeks after it was filmed. So today is the 20th, and it's not gonna, this video won't go up this Sunday, it'll go up the Sunday after. And that's because one, the video I have for this Sunday, I already have that scheduled because it's a sponsored video. Next week is the week of Halloween. We're having all of our Halloween stuff on Tuesday. So dressing up, we're having a parade, we're doing all these fun rotations, our class party. Wednesday, we have conferences after school. Thursday, all day we have conferences. Friday, we have no school, which I'm super grateful for, but it's just gonna be a really hectic week and I'm gonna be really busy and tired. So I'm trying to get as much prepped for conferences as I can, but I'm also trying to get stuff ready for Halloween. We are having rotations. I think I'm doing a STEM activity. I think one of them is doing a science experiment. I don't remember. And then the other one's doing like minute to win it Halloween games. So we'll like rotate instead of doing our like 2-hour reading, writing, math block every like 30 minutes or something. We rotate. So for my STEM, we did this last year. We're gonna use marshmallows and toothpicks and make haunted houses. So I'm gonna give them all the same amount supplies and a timer, and they each have to make a haunted house, and then we will like award the sturdiest, so I'll try to like put something on top of it, the tallest, and then like I think last year I did the most creative. We'll see. I don't know how it's gonna look with, you know, 3 different classes of kids, and that also means I have to prep like 70 bags of toothpicks and marshmallows. So starting on that this morning. This is my mess behind me. I just took my kids to counselor. I'm eating a snack because I'm slowly, I don't know if it's slowly though, kind of quickly declining. I just don't feel good. I did find for Diary of a Spider, in this same product as this page, they had this one. And so they wrote the date on the top, like a journal entry, diary entry. I think I'm gonna do first, then, or next, and last. So every Wednesday during our plan time, we have collaboration where our grade level team meets with admin, which takes up all of my plan time every Wednesday. So I won't be able to talk to you at plan.
Does anybody want to share what they did first as a spider? Anyone want to share what they were doing first? Ooh, I love that. I will make a web. I love it. You're gonna, hold on. I think there's something in my ears. I did not hear that right. Can you say that again?
I'm gonna spend this dance in silk.
You're gonna put me in silk?
Yeah, because you're a fly.
How rude! I'm gonna take your spider privileges away. Okay, while you're coloring, does anybody else want to share what one of the sentences, just one that they wrote? Make a web on my head.
Make a web on my head.
Disrespectful. Thank you.
Fly inside a web.
I love it. You got a busy day.
I was on Mrs. Jen's.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Nobody else is being nice. I appreciate you.
Well, it's fun.
I'm just teasing. It's funny. I'm teasing. You've got 3.5 minutes to finish up those pictures. Give me lots of detail.
All right, y'all. Just drinking my daily craving of a Diet Coke. Sorry I always put you in the exact same spot. This is just like the best spot for my phone. I have been seeing on teacher Instagram and on YouTube a wide range of how people's years are going. It's really interesting because in some aspects I feel like this year is so much better than last year in terms of like kind of consistency, I guess. I'm not having to go remote, thank goodness. I'm not having to put assignments on Seesaw. I'm not having nearly as many quarantines. I'm not having hybrid, and like every board meeting we're wondering what they're gonna choose. Like we're staying the same, which has been great. But then on the other side, I feel like it's harder because our expectations are so back to normal, and like we're not back to normal, and we just have so many gaps now to fill. And I feel like there's just, I don't know, I'm just seeing a lot on like TikTok and Instagram of other teachers talking about these expectations, and I feel it. It's just, we're all trying to keep our head above water, and it's hard. So I just wanted to say, if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling like you're just trying to keep your head above water, I see you. I want you to know you're not alone. Just because you see the highlights of my day, I try really, really hard to be transparent, but I also don't want to share too much of the negative side, because like I get so many comments and messages of people telling me that they went into teaching because of my videos, or I solidified that they wanted to become a teacher, which is so, like, I'm honored, but at the same time I want you to know what you're getting into, because it's a lot, and hopefully by the time you become actual teachers it won't be like this. Hopefully it will be more normal, but I don't know. Kind of wonder if this is like a permanent shift, you know what I mean? Like if this is just how it is now, the way teachers are treated and what we're expected to do and deal with and manage, because these gaps are not going to go away next year or the year after. Like this is our new normal, and it's really hard. It's hard to fill these gaps, get them where they need to be, regardless of circumstances that are out of your control. Anyway, don't know where that rant came from. I just wanted you to know, whether you're having the best year or the worst year, I see you. Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday. It's about almost almost 8 o'clock, and I'm actually at my doctor's office. So I have an appointment this morning, and I'm gonna be in a little late, but I don't know, this is a part of my week, so I thought I would include it. This week I'm 32 weeks, but like I said, this vlog's going up like 2 weeks later. So when you're watching this, I'll be almost 34 weeks, which is terrifying. Okay, just got some Starbucks. My drink was $8. It's gonna be delicious. Okay, it's pretty good. I was really craving a chai, but they don't make decaf chai, and I already had a cup of coffee today, so I can't have any more caffeine. So I had to get decaf. They didn't have decaf chai, so I got a decaf pumpkin spice latte with almond milk because my tummy does not like normal milk. And then I added pumpkin cream cold foam, which was extra, but all right, off to school.
Snap. What's the word?
Snap.
This is a snap. Snap. Write it and hide it. Snap. Use your own brain. It does not help you to use your friend's brain. Show me snap in 3, 2, 1. Show me. Show me snap. Let's chop it. Here we go. Snap. Good. Circle on your word. What's the blend in snap? Just show me. Oh my goodness, you guys are awesome. What is it? Good job. Give yourself a point if you got it. Let's see. Ooh, I'm gonna give you, are you ready? Lean in. I'm gonna give you a whole sentence. Are you ready? Okay, review for me. What's always first? Capital letters. Fingers. Between words. Fabulous. Ready? Your sentence is, now you've got to have your capital letter first, your finger spaces, and your proper stopper. Here we go. The sled is big. What's the sentence? The sled is big. All right, show me your sentences in 3, 2, 1. Show me the sled is big. Don't change it once you've raised it in the air. The sled is big. Ooh, okay. All right, my first word was what? The. Spell the for me. Wait, is this right?
No.
That's the beginning of my sentence, so if your T was not uppercase, you better fix it. I saw a lot of D's that looked like B's. You gotta check your B's and your D's, because if you put a B, it's wrong. That would be sleb. That's a different word. Okay? The sled, what was my next word? Is. Let's chop is. Okay, cap your marker, erase your whole board, but leave it at your seat. Here's the plan, Stans. We're gonna do a quick brain break, and then we're gonna do math, and we're gonna just continue on our whiteboards for math. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
All right, so erase your board, stand behind your chair.
It is my plan time, and I want to show you what we've done today. We've had a pretty good day. I think mentally I'm in a little bit of a fog today. Like I just am in one of those moods where I feel like nothing I'm doing is enough, you know, like those expectations, they just never stop. I think we put a lot of expectation on ourselves as it is. I've been doing a lot of assessments, as I've talked about, for conferences and grades, and I don't know, I'm just like, some things, they are thriving and making so much progress, and I know they've made progress. I even said that last week, which I guess would be 2 weeks ago for you, but last week for me in my vlog, I said how proud I was, and I was really excited because in my assessments and data, I was seeing a lot of growth. But then this week, I'm doing different data and not seeing that growth, and seeing a lot of, it's mainly like CVC words. I've been seeing a lot of just, they're right exactly where they were. The thing we're like really struggling with. So if you have tips for this, ideas, if you're also struggling with this, I don't know, is being able to see a word and just read it fluently without having to sound each sound out and blend it together, especially like sight words. We're really struggling with our sight words this year, and CVC words. Like when a lot of my kids see CVC words, they can read it, but they have to blend it. They have to sound each sound and blend it together. And the goal is with CVC words especially, that they can just say it. They can see it and they can read it very quickly. And I'm just not seeing that. And it just makes me feel like, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing enough of? But then at the same time, we wrote our numbers yesterday, or the day before, I think it was yesterday, and holy moly, so many of them got to 100, and we don't want them at, like, I mean, that's great, but like, the standard is not to get to 100 until like third quarter, and so many of them got to 100 and did it well. So that's what I'm struggling with, is like certain areas I see so much growth, and then other areas I'm seeing not a whole lot of growth, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to fix here? What do I need to adapt? And it's just stressful, especially I think with knowing I'm going on leave, because I want to make sure while I'm on leave they're not falling behind. And anyway, I'm just rambling, but these are my thoughts today. Just feeling overwhelmed. So let me just show you what we did today. We continued Spider Week, and we read I'm Trying to Love Spiders, which is such a funny book. It is a great book because it's like funny, and it engages them because it has all these different spots where they get freaked out and they make them like smash the spider. And I always have a kid that I'm like reading to do it, and I think it's really funny, but at the same time it also has a lot of facts about spiders, which is great. So it's kind of like a mix. So I really enjoy this book. And then to go with it, because tomorrow we're doing this whole craft and writing, which I'll show you tomorrow, about spiders, and this kind of goes with it. It's when spiders make a good pet. So not really like related to the book, but it's related to what we're gonna do tomorrow. So took some data, graphing, always enjoy that. And I gave everybody whiteboards, and I just gave them words, like words with that practiced, blends, because we've been working on blends, words I practiced, CVC words, short vowels, and sight words. And see, it was confusing because most of them did a really good job at writing the words. So that gives me a little bit of hope. Yeah, I'm also having a lot of kiddos still switching B's and D's, even though I've really tried to fix that. I have so many doing that. I still have a ton of kiddos who are writing capital letters in the middle of a word. Like every A they write is a capital A, no matter what. So we're really working on that. So it's just like little things that I'm like, we should be past this. But then in other areas, they're like above where they should be. It just doesn't make sense, and I don't know what to do with it. So anyways, and then math, we did subtraction practice, which was actually really hard. We just kept our whiteboards out and did it all on our whiteboards. But we did a bunch of like missing part, like part whole, which we've done before, but we've kind of done addition, missing part, where you count up to the whole, and this time we changed it into a subtraction problem. So we start with the whole and then we count back to find the missing part, and it was a little challenging, but they did really well. It's so hot in my room. This sweater doesn't help, but it's so cute. Let me show you. It's from Target. It's not maternity, but it's adorable, and it's pretty long too. It's so cute and cozy, and I really like these little mock necks because it doesn't feel like it's like choking me like a turtleneck, you know? It's very cozy. I feel like I will be wearing this sweater all the time this winter. kids just left. It was a pretty good day, I will say. I have a couple minutes and I wanted to quickly share with you what I'm doing for conferences next week, because I'm not vlogging next week. And then in the spring, I won't be here for conferences. My sub will be doing them. So also, if you've ever had a maternity sub during conferences, let me know. Either DM me or leave a comment, preferably a comment so I can see it all in one spot, what that looked like for you. As far as I know, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not here, I'm not on the clock, I'm not working, so I'm not doing their conference. But it like, you know, the control freak in me, that kind of makes me anxious a little bit, because I don't really know if I'm supposed to like prep stuff for her or how that works. So anyway, let me know. I would love to hear your experience with that. First of all, earlier I was filling out these little, it's a conference reminder. I posted an Instagram picture of this last year when I had conferences, but I will try really hard to find the link to this freebie, but there's so many of these on TPT for free. So we'll send that home at the beginning of next week. So our conferences are Wednesday night and Thursday. I'm probably gonna send that home Monday, just as another reminder of, here's your conference time, please be here. And then I have a giant tub full of my student data. So this one is not being used, so I'll show you this. Every kid has a file with their number, and then I always also sticky note their name to the front. And they have 2 folders inside. They have a white and a gray. The white is ELA, writing, reading, and then gray is math. I will start my conference with a self-evaluation, which my kids filled out, and I think I included it in my last week in my life. Looks like this. It's a little self-evaluation form, and that is how I open up my conferences, because sometimes I think it's very telling how the kid thinks they do, and it's also a good talking point. After that, I let the parent talk. This worked so well for me last year. I just gave them the floor and I said, what do you have? Do you have any questions? Do you have anything that you're really concerned about? Sometimes they'll bring stuff up that I want to talk about anyway, and it's a lot easier for me to bring it up if the parent brings it up first. It's a really great transition piece. And also, if they have something that's like bothering them or a question they have, if I just like ramble and talk at them for 30 minutes and then I give them 1 minute at the end, that's not, you know, it's not like an even playing field to me. That kind of feels like I'm like authoritative, and I don't want that. I want them to feel heard, and so that's why I want them to go first. Then we'll kind of go through the ELA folder. So I will show them, you know, data that I took at the beginning of the year and recently to show how have we made any progress. I also do a lot of writing samples. So like I've saved little things here and there. Like I've saved a writing that we did a couple weeks ago about their magic brooms. It was the first time we wrote 3 sentences, and so I think this is great data for the parents to see, especially because I made them write at the beginning of the year, and almost all of them, because it was the beginning of 1st grade, really struggled. And so I think this will be really good for them to see how much growth they have made, and then, you know, point out, okay, this is what we need to work on still. Then I will pull out their math folder and kind of walk through their math folder with them. So their math folder will have their numbers that they wrote at the beginning of the year and their numbers that they wrote this week, so we can really compare. I also saved like some sprints. I saved some number bond practice pages, some addition practice pages. If we've had any tests, like I just kind of save little random things that I think would be helpful. I don't really want to just sit and talk at parents for 30 minutes because, one, that's boring as heck, and I don't want to do that. I'm not a presenter, I'm not a public speaker, no thank you. Instead, I want to be able to just kind of like look at this together. Let's talk about what we've noticed and just kind of have a discussion about it and what I noticed, rather than here's what your kid is great at, here's what they are not great at, and this is what you need to do to be better, you know? Hope that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm done with my ramble. I'm gonna go home and I will see you in the morning. I'm so happy tomorrow is Friday. morning. Happy Friday. I don't have a ton of time to talk with you because I've just been getting stuff done, but happy Friday. Got my ghost earrings in today because I don't have that much time to wear them. And I also forgot about this shirt. I made this shirt, student teaching, and it says trick or teach, and it's so cute, and I'm surprised it still fits. We are wrapping up Spider Day today. I'm also, I'll go ahead and put these on. I'm gonna wear these today because, you know, it's our last day of Spider Week. I gotta go all out, but maybe not for this clip. This is the craft. It's kind of bent up. It's a couple years old, but it's fine. And then they're gonna write, a spider makes a good pet or a bad pet because. And I just cut out and put up this little because poster from Jen Jones. It's a freebie on our TPT. Their TPT is Hello Literacy. And I got this idea from Maylene. I don't know why I never thought about it, but I just think it'll be really nice to have the word because. I'm gonna like show them that today, and they're gonna have to write. This one that I made as a template, there's like two options. You can do this, or you can just have a plain writing paper. I'm gonna have them just write the whole sentence. That'll be fun, and then I'm gonna hang those up for conferences. And then next week we're also making spookly pumpkins, so I will hang those up as well. So we'll have lots of beautiful things hanging up. Hopefully it's a good day. We have an assembly at the end of the day, so we'll see how that goes. But it's Friday. I can't have a bad day today, right? Right. Happy Friday.
Are you ready for the reveal of how you're gonna say these first rounds of words? How are you gonna say these words?
In a witch voice.
What does a witch voice sound like? Good. These are some good witches. Ooh, this one's hard.
Oh, what's that?
Monster voice. But are you gonna yell in somebody's ear? Please don't. All right, ready? She. S-H-E-C. Your. Y-O-U-R. Your.
Really quickly want to show you a couple things we did today. Like I said, I've been a little bit stressed about sight words, and being able to just like see a sight word and know what it is I made this whole PowerPoint slides of all of our sight words, and the point is like the sight word comes up on the board, they should say it and then spell it. And I made it like, let me just show you. So I just put all of our sight words, and I made different voices, so I could obviously change this depending on the time of year, but these all were Halloween themed. And so like the first one was witch voice, so they had to say the word in a witch voice, spell it, and then say the word again. And it went okay. I feel like with practice it could probably be better. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I think also it just we need to practice, you know, we need to learn it. We've done it one time, so yeah, I tried that today. I just made it on PowerPoint. It's nothing fancy.
Sentence starts with a what?
Uppercase.
Okay, our first word is. What's my first word?
A.
A
Spider.
spider. Oh, there is a blank. Good catch, girls. Good catch. A spider.
We've had a great Friday. Thank goodness. Let me show you some of our spider writings because they took a really long time, but they turned out super cute. I have them hanging up in here so that they can be seen at conferences. I'm really out of breath. What's new? Look at this writing. Like, this is so good. So they had to write a spider would make a, and I did that with them. And then we stopped and they either wrote good or bad, and then pet. And then we talked about the magic word because, and I introduced that new poster and talked about, you know, what that word is, why it's so important. And they had to give me a reason to back up why they think a spider would be either a good pet or a bad pet. And their handwriting, like, look at this. So good. They did a great job. This friend wrote his name on the paper, but he made a black widow. So good. I'm gonna go ahead and end this week's vlog. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed down below if you're not already, so you don't miss all my future videos. It's Halloween on Sunday. It is. You're watching this on Halloween. Happy Halloween. I didn't even realize that. Hope you had a fun Halloween celebration with your kids. It wasn't too crazy. Hopefully mine aren't too crazy next week. See you next time. Bye.